This is like weird to do. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm here with one of my best friends, Lauren, and we are going to do Friedrich's ataxia from a friend's point of view. So I'm gonna ask her some questions about what it's like having a friend with FA so we can get her perspective on what it's like. So I wanted to say something before I started asking her the questions. Me and Lauren have known each other for a long time. Our families have been friends for, I don't know.
Since we were like 2 or 3.
Yeah, for a long time.
Really long time.
So she knew me before I was diagnosed. So after I was diagnosed, I secluded myself from everything for a long time, especially friends. I was scared if I allowed myself to make friends that they would judge me or they wouldn't accept me, and I didn't allow myself to have friendships and have relationships or make that because I was scared of what could be or how they would treat me. And thanks to you, I have found some amazing, incredible, supporting, accepting people, and I've made lifelong friendships that I'm so grateful for. Like, you introduced me to all these people, and having you
Got you out of your comfort zone.
exactly, and that's so good. Like, we balance each other out so much, and I love that. So let's get on with the questions. So the first question I have is, how did you find out about my diagnosis?
Well, like you said, we've known each other for a really long time. So my parents were the ones that told me about it, but I was really young, so I don't really remember a lot of the details or a lot of them telling me, because it wasn't up to a few years ago that I got really close with Madeline, and I just went straight to her when I told her like it wasn't an issue, like it wasn't a problem for me.
Yes. And I kind of want to add to that. I think it's really important to not assume different things about a disability or disease that you don't have any idea what it is or about. So the fact that she came straight to me and kind of went straight to the source to find out exactly everything that I was going through, I liked that you came straight to me.
I just don't, and like I think it's coming up, but like going on the internet, it's never accurate. It's never going to tell you everything.
Yeah.
Like, you won't know what a person's actually going through. It's like a fact of like, okay, this is what it could do, but it might not always do.
Exactly.
So it's always good to, for any situation other than disabilities, always go straight to the source and not go around and wonder other things.
Definitely. And Lauren is a type 1 diabetic, and she's gone through health complications as well. So we were both going through trials and tribulations, and so we kind of bonded over that as well.
In different ways. But
Yeah.
In a way.
For sure.
Understanding that people might judge who you are and things that is not normal, so you're out of the norm. So
for sure.
That's good.
And had you ever heard about FA before I was diagnosed?
No. I didn't even know what it was called till I asked you.
Honestly, that's pretty typical. Everyone doesn't really know what it's called because it is so rare, so that's pretty normal.
Yeah.
What were your first thoughts whenever you came to me and I told you all the symptoms of what FA had?
After talking, it really opened my eyes to things and making sure that this was a friendship that I had to make sure I had forever, because like you said, it is life-shortening, so I wanted to make sure that I could fill my part of making you happy and giving you what I think you'd want. And just having you introduced to other people has really opened my eyes to different things, because I see how happy she is when she gets to hang out with other people. I'm not the only person. She's opened her heart. She's so much different than she was. Yeah. She was a little individual that didn't really want to be social, and I'm a social butterfly, so her family's a social butterfly too, so just getting her to finally open up and realize that people aren't going to judge you from one perspective, like or being bullied, to another thing, and just realizing that if someone wants to judge you for who you are, they're not a true friend.
Exactly.
So, and I think that goes for disabilities or like anything.
Yeah.
Like, it's a big variety of, if someone wants to judge you for who you are, like, that's their problem.
Yep.
That shouldn't be yours. You
Yep.
should love who you are, and
Yep.
she definitely does now.
Yeah. How is it having a friend who is disabled? Before you answer that, I don't really like the word disabled because I'm definitely able to do everything.
Yeah.
I just do it a little slow or a little different than someone else who's able-bodied, but I don't really like that word. But how is it having...
It's not really, like, anything different from me. I know my disability is totally different, so I'm labeled as a disability, but it's totally something different. I carry an insulin pump. I do things independently, but when I get high and low blood sugars, I act totally different, so that's where I need help.
Yeah.
But just having, like, someone disabled, it doesn't faze me.
Yeah.
I'm not fazed by it. I think of you as any normal human being, because that's what you are, and I know, like, anyone with any disability would want to be as normal as they could. They don't want to stand out. They want to just be like, okay, well, I can do it, so I want to do it, but I just need help. So I just think of it as, I'm going to help my best friend, because that's what I'm here for. I'm not here to tear her down. I'm here to bring her up and want her to be more confident.
Isn't
So
she the best?
I try to be.
Do you ever worry about what other people are thinking whenever you help me walk?
No, I'm more focused on making sure that you're okay when you're walking. I have to try and match my steps always to her, because if I make one wrong step, I'm scared she's going to go the wrong way, so I have to make sure that I'm watching her more than I'm watching myself. I'd rather trip and fall than her trip and fall.
Yeah,
so.
I always say that if I go down, we're both going down.
Yeah. She always apologizes when she walks, and I'm not one for apologies.
Oh, she always gets mad at me whenever I say, I'm so sorry. She's like, stop.
Can't help it. It's not a problem. Like, I've never really focused on other people around me. I'm more focused on making sure to get you from point A to point B than what someone else is thinking.
Yeah.
Someone doesn't also know what's going. It's not like you wear a sticker on your back saying, I have FA. Like, they don't know. So it's like, I'm not really focused on that. It looks like two friends are just walking together. It doesn't really look like anything else.
Yeah, and I will say that all of my friends, especially you, they've all been amazing at wanting to learn how to help me, and being willing to lend an arm whenever I need it, or if I need help getting from point A to point B, they're always there.
I do it the best, though.
Yes, you do. You do. But it's all learning curve for me and for all my friends and family and everyone around me as well. And then the last question is, do you ever worry about me falling whenever you help me walk?
Well, we just talked about this too. So my always worry is I don't want her to get hurt. So I always think about, okay, if she takes one wrong step, where do I need to throw my body to make sure she doesn't get hurt anymore? Because I'd rather her fall on me and have a little cushion than her just hit the ground and I look like I'm standing there doing nothing. Like, what did I do? And I think, like, one wrong step, I need to make sure that if she starts falling, I can push her onto me and put myself forward, because I would rather be in pain than her already having to deal with pain, to just have to keep going through even more. Yeah. I'd rather make sure that you're okay.
And then a question that I just thought of, what was it like whenever you first saw me use my wheelchair? Curious.
I don't even remember using it during the concert. I really don't. Like it.
Honestly, that's actually, like, good, because you see me for me and not, like, you know.
I don't really focus. Like, I see people in wheelchairs before, so it's not really like, oh, they're just in a wheelchair. I don't know what's wrong with them. Like, one thing could be wrong or something. Like, I just don't even remember that. Like, I think I do now that I think of it.
Yeah.
but it's like a thought that just doesn't come into my mind.
Well, that makes me like so happy.
But I did know you before you had a wheelchair or any of this happened. I always remember my parents telling me stories about you being sick or not going to school or not being home, and I was like, okay, but it was like one of those things that just never really clicked till I talked to you about it and really learned everything. I mean, how many people actually remember everything that happens in their childhood?
Yeah, that's true.
So I remember playing or running around and doing that kind of stuff, but it's faint, faint details. But honestly, I just remember having fun at the concert. But I don't see it as anything. I just see it as it's something that helps you and should be there. Like if it's there to help you, there's no focus on it. I'd rather walk next to you in a wheelchair than know that you're walking in pain. So it's something. It's a necessity, not a want. So no one wants to.
Well, those are all the questions that I have for today, and thank you for being on my channel and giving people a friend's point of view of what FA is like. I hope to have her in more videos soon, and everyone needs a friend like her. I'm serious. You
you have too.
I'm so grateful for you. I don't have words.
Always good advice. If you ever need anything, this is the one to go to. So I can tell you that for 100% sure.
See you guys in my next video, and make sure to subscribe and like this video. Yay. My channel. You gonna drink? I'm gonna make like a bloopers at the end and be like, of course she's gonna drink in the middle of it.
Okay, wait, let me take one more.
No. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Just stop in the middle of the sentence, why don't you?
That's what I do, and then I cut it, and I'm like, okay. I like to have a bunch of options.
Okay.
You know?
Serious.
Ready?
Okay.